DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Evening. Hello to all of our viewers and listeners out there. You are watching INCRadio Sacramento.
Whenever we need him, he's always there. There's no one else who does what he can do. Each time we seek him, oh, he always cares. Don't ever fear, he's just a prayer away.
Hello, viewers and listeners, and welcome back to INC Radio Sacramento. I'll be your host today. I am Olivia. Today's show is about study tips. Now, before we begin, we would like to take this time to thank a few special people. We would like to give a special thank you to our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, to our SEBC president and CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Aranio V. Manalo, to our INC radio station manager, Brother Arnel Solano, to our district minister, Brother Pedro de la Cruz Jr., to our assistant district minister, Brother Ray de Mesa, to our CFO advisor, Brother Nemo Pantaleon, to our multimedia bureau advisor, Brother Mark Mariano, to our executive producer, Brother Manly Andaya, and the entire INC radio team, and of course, to all of you, because without all of you, we won't be able to have our very own show. Now, there are several ways you can watch us. You can watch us on YouTube. Just type in INC Radio Sacramento, California, or online at incradio.org. Now, I am not alone today. I am here with Ate Pauline. Hi, Ate Pauline. How are you?
I am good, Olivia. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all those tuning in to INC Radio Sacramento, especially to those from the District of Northeast California. Hello po, and even to those who might be tuning in from other districts. I am so excited because I have been a student for a long time. I need study tips. I love talking about studying. So I'm excited, Olivia. How about you?
I'm excited too, and I'm excited to have you here with me today. Now, let's talk about the weather today. It's a little bit cloudy here in Sacramento. It's been sprinkling. It's a little bit chilly, so I would definitely wear a little jacket just to keep warm. Now, we do have activities that happened today. The local congregation of Elk Grove had their college tour, visiting a college campus. The local congregation of Stockton had their watercolor workshop activity today as well. Also, stay on the lookout for future CBI activities. These are all for INC students in high school or college. So if you're a INC student, please join these activities. They're lots of fun. Next week, or actually this weekend, tomorrow, actually, we have our band together in Sacramento. It will be at 5 p.m. So we will see you there. We do have an activity next weekend as well. On April 6th and 7th will be our casting calls for the upcoming In Cinema filming and the musical EVM. It'll be a live performance. So if you know how to sing, you know how to do any tech stuff, please come by and join the casting call. All right, Ate Pauline, do we have any shout outs or comments from any of
Yeah,
our
I
viewers?
wanted to ask though, Olivia, would you
Yes.
be in that casting call? I feel like you have the personality for it.
I don't think I'm very good at acting or singing, but
Who
I
here
think
thinks Sister Olivia can act?
no,
I think so. She has such a great
no.
personality.
I think you should join. You definitely should be in the casting
Let's
call.
see. In our chat, I think there's a lot of people who would
No,
be good for
no.
this in cinema. I'm so excited.
I like to be there in the audience watching people perform. I'll be there supporting for sure.
Okay. We'll ask in the audience here, live chat, who here will be in those casting calls, please. We need help for in cinema. But like Olivia had said, of course, our live chat viewers, please continue to comment with your hashtag NCL underscore whatever local congregation you're from. So for today, okay, Olivia, are you ready? Our
I'm
first
ready.
commenter of this week, drumroll please. It goes out to our commenter. First commenter is Kuya Rod Kayayag. He's saying, hello, everyone. Greetings from Livermore, Northeast California. Hello, Kuya Rod. He even answered our discussion question for today, which is, do you like studying? What study tips do you have? And he said for his answer is, first, always pray first for studying. Okay, so we already
Yes,
have comments about
that's a good
studying.
one.
That's a really good one. So please also answer the discussion question. Do you like studying? What studying tips do you have? We know we have students on there too. Um, we also have a lot of other comments from Ka Alanita Kanowski, hashtag NCL understand Sacramento. Happy Saturday. Greetings from the local of Sacramento. Hello, po. Thank you for always
Hello.
tuning in every week. We also have, of course, our CFO advisor, Kanimo Pantaleon, who's there also. Hello po,
Hi,
Kanimo.
Kanimo.
We also have Kaleni Paringit who's saying hashtag NCL underscore Vallejo, hashtag NCL Ministers Family. Thank you po always to all of the Ministers Family. We have Kaglenda Castro who's saying greetings po from NCL hashtag Lathrop. So all over the district, everyone's tuning in. We also have here Arman Tolentino, who's saying greetings po from the local congregation of Roseville, District
Yeah.
of Northeast California. Everyone's here today. We also have Chris Paringit, who's saying hashtag NCL underscore Vallejo, NCL underscore Ministers Family. We have also, oh wow, Morietta Miller, who's saying hello po, greetings from Medford, GWS, District of Oregon.
Oh,
So
wow.
we have a lot
Hello.
of other districts. Thank you po for tuning in. We also have Brother Jared Dalusong who's saying hashtag NCL Sacramento. Brother Jared, please show us your drummer skills for tomorrow's band together. So if you want to see him, he's going to be there. We also have Kaglenda Castro. We have hearts also on the chat. Hashtag Kaglenda Castro saying doing well po, Sister Pauline. Hashtag underscore NCL Lathrop. We also have here from Caluz Alvaro. Hello po, Caluz. Happy weekend, Radio Sacramento. Greetings po from hashtag NCL underscore Livermore. Hello. And we also have Estelle Lauren who's saying greetings to all po watching from the local of Tracy. Hello po. And I think so. We also have a couple more. Kalela Artista who's saying hashtag NCL underscore Sacramento. Kalela, thank you so much for always for tuning in. We also have Kaaida Esquera who's saying hashtag underscore NCL Sacramento. Also from Arch Christian Roda who's saying happy watching everyone in INCRadio Sacramento studio. Hello po. And also just tuning in, Kagaudi Glindro who's saying hashtag NCL underscore Livermore. Hi to my ate, Kaglenda Castro. So yes, everyone, please continue to put the underscore. Join us in your discussion, and we'll in our discussion for today, and we will continue to read your comments. So thank you.
Perfect.
It's so
Thank
fun.
you. We will be moving on to our main discussion today. So the first question I want to ask you, Ate, is do you like listening to music when you study? Because I know some people they focus a lot better when they're listening to music, or do you like complete silence?
Um, I have mixed reviews on this. I don't know if it's we'll see what everyone in the live chat says. So live chat, do you like listening to music when you study? For me, it depends on what I'm doing. Like
Mm.
if I'm just making notes for me to stay focused, like like I just have to write notes and everything. I do like listening to music that doesn't have words, right? Because if it's like a popular song, I'm gonna just start jamming to that song and like singing along and not getting any studying done. So I do like to listen to like those lo-fi music, like it's just
Oh.
beats, like calming beats. But then when I'm actually like really focused doing practice work, I need complete silence. But I do know some who like listening to songs, like one song per subject, just so that they can get in the mood for studying. What about you, Olivia? Do you like studying? Do you like music when you're studying?
I think I'm like you out there. It depends on what I'm studying. I do like listening to like lo-fi music or have you ever watched those videos where it's like rain falling and like
Yes.
the fireplace crackling? It's
I
very
like the
soothing.
cafe ones.
Those are really good. There's like jazz music. There's like, you know, like it's very
Yeah, that's
soothing.
true.
It
Um,
it depends. Oh, go ahead, Ate.
oh no,
Sorry.
Kuya Rod said, music while studying. It depends on how I feel when I am studying. And then Ka Glenda Castro, she says, when I was in college, music kept me awake.
Oh, yes, it's a good tool to keep awake when you're studying. Um,
That's true. That's
um,
true.
mhm. So the next question I have is, do you like to study alone or in a group? Hmm.
Oh, okay. This is a hard question, honestly. Okay, the live chat. Do you like studying alone or in a group? Me personally, I like studying alone. I know there are benefits for when it's a group time, but I think when
Mhm.
I'm trying to get a subject in the first place, like learning it in the like for the first time, I need to have my time alone to study, or else I will not get any work done with other people, right? But then later on, when I'm like quizzing myself whether I know the topic, then I do like to work with other people. And shout out to my friends in college, like they did help me. Yeah, having my study group really helped me through college. So it has its moments, studying alone and not.
Mhm. Hi, Ate Hayes. Ate Hayes is joining us today as well. Hi, Ate.
Hi everyone on INC Radio Sacramento. So as you can see, I'm outside because we just got finished. I don't know if you guys are on the updates yet from the district or like the locale, but the local congregation of Elk Grove, shout out to Elk Grove, just had their college tour today. And we visited a college here in Sacramento that is a state school. It was really awesome. It was a really nice turnout, and then shout out to the CBI organization that came out as well. We really appreciated you guys coming to see us. So for those of you that don't know, CBI stands for Christian Brothers National
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that's what it stands for. And they came to our college tour. So it was really cool because they kind of told us about the organization, and it's just like another way for brethren to get to know one another, but like on a college level.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you, Ate Hayes. We were just talking about if you like to study alone or in a group. What do you like to do, Ate Hayes? Do you like to study alone or in a group?
It depends on the subject. So I think if I'm doing anything like science based or like mathematical, I like to study by myself because I'm kind of a slower learner when it comes to those things. And I have to like be focused to study under those types of subjects. Um, but I think for like anything English or writing or like something that's brand new that I'm not familiar with at all, I would rather study in groups to kind of get everybody's opinion on like how they learn, and then maybe like also learn how they learn.
Perfect. I think for me, I like to study alone, just because I know that I get really distracted when I'm with friends. I always get distracted and talk about something else. But so if I really want to study, then I have to be alone
It's
to
true.
really focus. And sometimes with music, like what we said earlier. So my next question is: when you study, do you make flashcards or do you just review? your notes?
Um,
Ate,
for me, flashcards or not.
or just your notes?
I do like flashcards, but I know that sometimes it does take a lot of time. I'm more of a this is my whiteboard. So if
Oh,
anyone wonder
wow.
what is this white box about, this is my peelable whiteboard. So I do like writing it instead of just
Mm.
reciting it. Like reciting it is helpful like if I'm on the go, but like I think for me what helps me a lot is writing it down. So I'm a preferable writing person. What about for you? Huh.
I think it depends on what I'm studying. Like if I'm learning a language, I definitely need flashcards to quiz myself if I remember it. Um, yeah, I think I'm a flashcard person.
Flashcard person. We have some who are right saying it on here. They said for Kuya Rod, he's saying I like studying from my notes, but if I need to memorize something, like you said, Olivia, I use flashcards. Calduz Alvaro says flashcards are old school. I use notes on my CV. Calduz. Also, Estelle Lauren, she's saying notes works well for me po. And even Ka Gaudi, I think this was from the comment earlier about studying with other classmates. He said, I do like the notion of asking my classmates on how to remember things easier or how they understand this one certain thing. So yeah, I guess it's all everyone's personal style, right, Olivia?
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
So my last question is, do you have any tips on how to remember what you studied? I'm curious
Okay.
to see what the viewers and listeners are gonna put for this one.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, live chat. Do you have any tips on how to remember how to remember
For what you studied.
what you studied?
Yeah, because sometimes
For
you're
me,
oh, go ahead, Ate.
uh, oh, yeah. For me, if you've heard of it's like I'm making this, okay, it's a chart, okay, don't repetitious study, okay, so it's basically like you cannot just study like everything all in one night, especially if
Mhm.
you have a lot of things that you want to remember. So for example, if there's like three subjects that I'm working on, right, I'm going to study one subject the first day, subject two on the second day, subject three on the second day, and then repeat that process again. Because it's not like you can remember something, memorize it, and then that's it. Like you
Yeah.
have to repeat it again. So I do believe that, yeah, repeating it. Yeah, Kira is saying it. Repeat, repeat to remember what you study. You can't just go over one thing one time. You go over it, and then in a couple of days, remember it again. Remember it again. Sister Annabelle Yambao, she says acronyms. That is so true. Acronyms is also a good way to remember things. That's also how I memorize hymns for the processional too.
Oh.
Acronyms also. So that's a good tip actually. What about you, for Olivia? What do you have for studying what you remember?
Well, my first tip is to always sleep because I when I was in college, I used to just stay up, pull all-nighters all the time just to study. Because I'm always worried that I don't like retain what I learned in school. But then I someone told me that like when they prioritize sleeping and resting, they're able to remember more. So I tried that one semester and I was able to do a lot better in my exams. So always, remember to rest, remember to sleep, give your brain some time to, rest so that you can remember what you studied a lot better. I think for me, I have to, like what you said, to keep on studying the same thing over and over, or else I'm not gonna retain it. What about you, Ate Hayes? Ate Hayes.
I think I think in college, I don't know if a lot of students do this or if like professors allow for it, but I used to record my lectures and then while I'm driving, I listen to them like a podcast. So like I'll listen to my professor and then kind of like multitask, like visualize what the board looked like while they were talking. If not that, then I listen. And like for those of you that don't know, I studied in liberal arts and education. So my finals and a lot of my exams and quizzes were a lot of writing, and my professors were really cool. So what I would do is, depending on the class, I would listen to a specific genre of music, and then it's like that music memory. Like if you hear a certain like riff in the music and you kind of recall what you were studying at the time, it like sits, at least for me. So like I would like put in like my ear pod or like my headphone and then listen to music while I'm taking the exam and then kind of like draw from there. So yeah, that's my I don't know if it's a tip, but that's like something that I do personally to help me, especially if it's like something that's like a big written exam, because a lot of the stuff that we did for our finals was we would be given a prompt and then we would have to write out like an essay.
Oh, wow. At the Hayes, I do have a question for you. Like, do you when you do that, do you listen to that same song over and over, like on replay when you're studying and when you're taking the exam, or do you have like a playlist that you stick to and so that you remember when you take the exam?
So let's say social work, right? Social um, studies of like children and family. I listened to a lot of jazz and like soft jazz, and there was a specific jazz playlist on YouTube that I listened to because it was about an hour long, and I would listen to it from start to finish, and that would be my study time. And then so when I had taken the exam and when I started writing, um, that's how long it took me to take the exam. It was about an hour. So I kind of just, I don't know, I kind of just timed it, at least for myself. Like music really moved me to like get better memory when it comes to that particular type of testing.
Hmm. Wow. At the Pauline, is there any more comments or
We
any
have
other
so
tips?
many comments and tips actually. Just want to make a comment though, or a shout out to Ka Melvin Samano, who's saying good morning mga kapatid, happy viewing from the local of Carian Village, hashtag Quezon City. So even from the
Oh,
Philippines there,
wow.
and even our Atateri, who's saying, who's also tuning in. She's saying hello from Central Valley, Central District, California District. She's saying chew gum while testing, it'll calm you.
Oh.
Um, Sister Annabelle Yambao saying make songs and dances, especially if you have a rehab/medical degree. If you're studying, yes, please make sure you also take the time to listen to music too. Brother Jacob Neria, who's saying very studious tips from our very own sister Hazel, hashtag NCL underscore Elk Grove. We also have Brother Singman who's tuning in, hashtag NCL underscore Sacramento. Kuya Rod Kaihayag, his very good tip. He says, study hard and you'll reap the reward, which is true, right? Yes, we could hope to get the good grade, but we also have to put in the work. We can't just pray for that, and we actually have to do our own job as well. We also have Manuel Salavino who's tuning in from Fairfield. Hello po. We also have Caselso who's tuning in as well, and Ka Gaudi who's Kagadi, he's very thank you Kagadi for all of your tips po and input. He's saying hashtag NCL Livermore. My tip is to study the same subject in different times of the day. I would read over it in the morning, then afternoon, then at night. And then Kuya Rod, he's saying study equals staying true, ultimately deserving your reward. So it's like an acronym for study. Thank you, Kuya. And then Kaglanda Castro who's saying hashtag NCL underscore lateup. I agree on repetitious study. Do it again and do it again. So yeah, very much. There's a lot. And then also Carlos Alvaro, don't eat and study. You'll end up just taking naps.
You know what? Naps are very good, like what I mentioned earlier, and also to get your nutrients. So it's, it's
That's true.
it's good.
But won't eat too much where you end up just sleeping. So
Those are very good tips. We want to thank all the viewers and listeners for all your tips. We hope that you got a couple tips to help you study, especially for the students. Before we close out the show, I wanted to give the floor to Ate Pauline. Do you have any shout outs?
I guess just wanted to give a shout out to the local congregation of Sacramento, to the CWS and the Kadiwas there. And of course, always our live chat viewers who are always tuning in. Thank you po. This show would not be as meaningful without everyone's input in the live chat. So thank you po to all those tuning in. We will continue to always read your comments and do our best to get to everyone.
Yes, we want to thank all the viewers and listeners for always tuning in. We appreciate your love, your support. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in every Saturday with us. So get ready, get set, get on INC Radio Sacramento. Bye.
Bye. Liv, you have to start making a beat.